Hello there, my name is Les Ross. I'm the Director of Golf at Golf.wmv and the author of the golf ebook Breaking the Distance Barrier. No doubt you've come to this page because you're intrigued about learning how to break that magical milestone that all golfers try to achieve in a career at one point, and that's to break 90. The reason why I developed this course was that over the years I've played with many golfers who have really struggled, even after years and years of developing their game. They're struggling to get beyond playing in the mid-90s or the high 90s or even the low 100s. And regardless of how much time they've spent practicing or the amount of money that they've spent on equipment, they never seem to be able to break that magic number. Yet, when I look at their swings, I can see that they've got more than enough capability distance-wise and swing performance-wise in order to achieve this goal. What they don't have is this mental approach to playing the game, and also the mental approach to how to practice effectively. And that's really the crux behind this whole course. And I think that when people understand the real requirements that are necessary to break 90, they'll be shocked. And I'm going to throw out this little teaser to you. Let's say that your home course has a distance of, say, 6,000 yards, and you have the capability of getting around 18 holes on average with about 40 putts. That leaves you with 49 shots in which to get around that 6,000 yards. Now, if you divide 6,000 yards by 49, that only comes to an average of less than 125 yards per shot. So for many golfers, even golfers who are just starting the game, the ability to reach those kind of distances is not out of their reach. But how they're approaching the game mentally is really where they need some encouragement and need some direction, and that's what this course does. The course is broken down into three phases. First of all, you get an ebook that covers all three phases, and then along with the ebook are three video presentations that really goes into the details of each stage. The first stage is really it encourages the golfer to think differently about distance. There are distance requirements to get around the course. A lot of golfers they step onto the tee with no idea about really how they're going to approach the hole, and the mental side of them is always looking to achieve the optimum distance with every single shot. And they put themselves under tremendous pressure to constantly go for distance. And that's what leads to a lot of the mishit shots and the inconsistency that they have with their game. So that first stage there is really just helping you mentally understand the distance requirements that you need in order to break 90, to alleviate a lot of the pressure from you mentally to always swing for distance. Now, that little example I gave you about only needing 125 yards per shot on average, I'm not for 1 minute suggesting that this course is about going around the course just hitting a 9-iron or an 8-iron. But at the same time, knowing those kind of distance requirements means that you don't necessarily also have to hit 250-yard drives either. So that first stage then just prepares you mentally to think differently about distance. The second stage, or the second part of the course, it gives you a strategy on how to work with every single hole type. So it's a par 3, par 4s, and a par 5s in order to hit your targets in order to break 90. And you know, one of the key targets that everybody who's striving to break 90 is to get 1 over par in each of those holes. So I show you how to effectively plan those holes, plan the strategies to where you're consistently using certain techniques in order to achieve that goal of 1 over par. And just one hole with a par. That's assuming that you have a 72 par course. So having this strategy in mind means that before you even step onto the first tee, regardless of whether it's your home course or any other course, you have a mental strategy in mind that's going to guide you on how to play each one of these holes. And as you go through that strategy, what falls out of that is that there are certain skills that you need, that you're going to be applying literally from hole to hole. And taking those skill sets, we then go into the third stage. And that's showing you how to effectively develop those skill sets during whatever limited practice time you have on the range. I guarantee you, you go to the range and you'll see 90% of the golfers who are on the range have no clue how to practice effectively. You know, they'll take a 7-iron out, they'll bash a few 7-irons, and then literally for the rest of the bucket of the balls they're trying to knock drivers over the 200-yard marker. That's not the way to develop your game. So based on the strategy we develop in the second stage, we identify certain core skills that you need, and I take you through a concept of training that I've used in my professional, outside of my golf career. And that's in training people to do very complex skills in high-tech manufacturing. I use the same kind of concepts that have been very successful in that field and apply it to how you approach your practice sessions. So even if you've got limited time to practice each week or even each month, you're going to get the most benefit from these sessions to develop the few skills that are necessary in order to break 90. So that describes the course. The students who've taken this course, and you can read some of the testimonials there, have had tremendous results very, very rapidly by going through this change of thinking of the strategy and their practice sessions. And they've dropped their scores dramatically. And I guarantee you that if you follow the techniques outlined in this course, you can be breaking 90 in no time at all. Now, the other thing I also guarantee is that if you're not satisfied with the course and you're not getting the benefit from it, then I offer you a full money-back guarantee, and you get to keep the access to the videos, and you get to keep the ebook. So you've got nothing to lose by trying it out. The other thing that comes with this course is that if you decide that you'd like to obtain a copy of Breaking the Distance Barrier, whatever you spend on this course gets credited against the cost of Breaking the Distance Barrier. And that course has been very, very successful in helping people understand the mechanics and the consistency requirements and distance requirements for their swing. If you're not ready to purchase at this point, that's okay. I encourage you to at least sign up with our newsletter, because it's full of great tips, free tips and videos that will help you improve your game. So until next time, I want to thank you for stopping by. I wish you best of luck with your game, and I look forward to working with you soon. Bye for now.